What's up guys, it's Talon here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at how you can improve your solo Catch Cup performance by analyzing top controller player Okis and how he won the Catch Cup. But before I get into this spot for you guys, if you do enjoy my content or find what I'm telling you helpful, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. Also, if you wish to support me in another way, use code TALON.FN in the Fortnite item shop, #ad. But without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright guys, as you can see on the screen, we have Okis POV. This is going to be a VOD review of Okis winning round 2. We're going to go over 2 endgames, which he came first and in second, and we're going to see what he did, which allowed him to be so successful, with him not really fragging out at a very high rate, just playing placement, and we're going to talk about just some of the things he does with positioning that allows him to do that. Let's just jump in here. First moving. Now we have 0 eliminations in this particular game, and we only have 28 builds, so we know that we're not going to be able to make this next rotate no matter what. We've got to make a play, and you're going to see Okis force a play that's going to allow him to actually win. Now he has 1 pepper, which he's going to put to very good use, and obviously in this season, if you did not have Spider-Man, what you would need is some sort of form of rotation, whether that's chili chugs or whether that is just regular old good peppers, or just fortunately good launch pad, and that's if you didn't have Spider-Man. Now he gets a pretty far pull, and he has no true mobility. So we're going to see here and see what he does. Now I like this right here. He clears a path for himself. He's going to take the pepper and decide to go. Now we see someone on that loot. He backs off, and he's still trying to force a play, as you can see here. Trying to get in here. Once he realizes he can't because of zone, he backs off, but he's on a pepper. He can cover some distance. And then he takes someone just kind of conserve tarping. And he knows that this opponent's getting fried from the front. He jumps in, gets him to the back. Look what that nets him. Nets him Spider-Man. He's got chili chugs to heal, and now he can go from front to back wherever he wants. And this is when Spider-Man was incredibly strong at 80 charges instead of 10 to what it is currently. You're going to see him go back to front relatively quickly and get on a nice, clean lair. And that is the importance of recognizing, hey, I have to get in at this point on this rotation at some point. I need a refresh, right? I have 28 builds. I'm not going to make it from back to front. I don't have any other mobility other than this 1 pepper. I got to get in for something, and it netted him almost 60 builds and Spider-Man and a lot of heals. So, again, just don't be scared in that situation. Understand that you have to sometimes force plays and look for them. Again, we sit here, wait. On backside, we get to a nice clean layer again. Look at all this free space he has. Now, this is a good checking of win condition here in a second, but he's going to again play smart, or Spider-Man incredibly smart. He's going to wait till zone's on his back, and then he's going to go. We're going to get above this opponent. Good Conan box. Talk about it all the time. Always need a Conan box, especially this meta. Now, as you're going to see here, he's going to look for a high ground, and this is actually going to be very smart here. FNCS champion Dukes is on the high ground, and he sees he's up ahead. Now, this is why Spider-Man can be so broken and why the nerf was incredibly necessary. He sits here, he waits, and then he catches it. He actually does this perfectly, cracks for a significant amount of damage, and Dukes immediately gives it up, and that nets him an easy high ground. And we go from being a shambles game with 28 builds to high ground Spider-Man. And this is what I was very surprised with in the Clicks VOD review. It makes holding height so much easier instead of playing, he gets chopped out here, but he just easily reconnects. Now the opponent's going to try and do it again, and he's going to make him really regret that. Boom. For 100 plus. Get someone over peeking as well, and then you could just keep holding high ground over and over and over just by playing up and then Spider-Manning ahead, and you see Okis do that here. That's again, we watched the Clicks VOD review, watching him not take Spider-Man was actually crazy, especially the way he played it. Now, fortunate enough here to have something he can easily get high ground upon. All the rest of the lobby, it's going to make it easy for him to reconnect to as well. He's just sitting up on height. I don't know why there's no audio on the assault rifle. Missing some shots, but it's okay. The opponent ends up dying to Storm. Now, 10 people left, and like I said, we're not fragging at a crazy amount, but we got good awareness here to use Spider-Man as a harpoon. Now someone tries to attack him just like he did, doesn't execute it as well. I think that's actually an EU player, Lucy. I believe he won one cash cup as well. Queasy, that's another EU player. You can hear him just kind of building up, pushing. Now, doing a good job of blocking him off, recognizing. Queasy just essentially runs out of mats, I think. I don't know exactly what that was for, but he just gets absolutely fried. Maybe just not a shambles play. And now, look, he's sitting on high ground again. All of that high ground retake sets him up for the rest of the way. He has nothing to be worried about at all. He wants to let these two fight again. When you are sitting on high ground in a 1v1v1, the textbook way to play it, I've seen it played 100 times out. You let these two fight and then you go. Now, actually, excuse me, there's 3 players, but it's no different. 2, 3 players. Now, Acorn's looking ahead at front, but Okis is aware of that, already there. And he fries him off shield. And he just uses that to reconnect. Now we're in the 1v1. 1v1v1. They fight each other. Okis gets the pickup on that guy on low ground. And Acorn is 1 HP. Obviously isn't privy to that knowledge, but staying ahead. Falls easily with the Spider-Man. Now, Acorn can't be too healthy. You're going to see he just drops them, gets the easy finish. And again, that all stems from realizing that I need to get in. I don't have what I need to win. I need to force a play. One fortunately comes up for him. He ends up getting Spider-Man, which is at this point in the game incredibly broken, but you already saw that there was a plan for movement, right, with the chili peppers. So again, even if Spider-Man's not in next season, again, there is ways for movement for you to implement into your game plan. But again, that's just more of a mentality thing. That's what won him. He just basically said, look, I need to get in. He gets in, gets a free elimination, and then he takes height beautifully, a beautiful execution of the Spider-Man, gets super above, jumps perfectly at the time, just no way for Dukes to defend. Dukes immediately gives it up, and you saw the opponent try to challenge him. The 2 that tried to challenge him were unsuccessful. So really good stuff. Let's get in the next game and see how he got a top 3 in that as well. Alright guys, we are in the next game now. Okis is going to get a second place, I believe, with 3 eliminations. And again, we're going to see another example of a perfect play from Okis to get everything that he needs. Now, first of all, as you can see, he's below Surge. He doesn't have a ton of materials. He has 113. Not bad, but not great. He does have some peppers, but again, Spider-Man is king. Now, you see here, he's holding a ramp, kind of peeking. This opponent just sees a flipped up ramp. Okis is looking right through it. Now, instead of shooting this particular opponent, he realizes he's below Surge. Now, he sees the opponent is opening, resetting, looking for tags. What is Okis going to do? He's going to basically pop the pepper. Opponent maybe not having visual sound effects on, but once he decides to splash, now he hears the opponent shooting and goes, okay, I can get off here off a pepper and just fly in. It reset. He goes, and the opponent opens up again. Super Oda doesn't take it prepared. Not very aware of his surroundings. Not even thinking. And he gets a free elimination. Look at that refresh. Very crucial. He's going to get Spider-Man out of it, which is obviously the big thing you want. He's going to have more chili chugs, and he's going to be essentially capped. A very important refresh. Gets him Surge. Everything. Crucial. Now let's jump into here. I always like to do first moving when these end games. Obviously, I feel like that is kind of just what you want to really focus on. I like going from first, so end of 5th on. So we're in 7th here. Let's get into 5th here. And then we'll kind of just roll on forward, because he's obviously going to make this last again because that's Spider-Man. I guarantee you the Spider-Man is going to be the reason why he's so successful. Especially in these super stacked, finals lobbies with 40 and 50 individuals in a moving zone. Okay, we're going into 5th here. Okay, we're at good time, and now we're about to start moving zone, and you see there's just the best of the best here. We have Tabney, Putric Fast, just best of the best players here. Muzz is there as well. Now we've also somehow picked up 6 chili chug splashes along the way, so obviously we're thinking this is an easy top 5 if we really play this out well. And we're going to see it. Obviously Okis does, but we're going to see how well he does play it out. Favorable zone as well. He can sit here as long as he wants. He's on a good lair. He's got good mats. And again, this he's only had to use Spider-Man 3 times. Now he is a little bit fortunate. His landing spot is Tilted Towers, so he's not had to move the entire match. I will say that RNG is in his favor for this particular match. Wondering why he's not using any builds. It's simply just because of that. He's landed at Tilted Towers, the entire zone stayed in Tilted. And you see here he's waiting. Look at that space. Nice, clear lair. Now, with someone right next to him, I'm surprised he hasn't placed a cone in his box. Unfortunately, we don't get to see a lot what's happening due to replay delay. Get some tags on the Deshawn, but I really would prefer to see put a cone in his box. Clicks, if he was aware, could have done as well. But he waits till zone is back. And I'm not expecting too many high ground retakes with him not having that significant amount of kills this particular round, with him only having 2 more the entire time. But you're doing the same thing, looking, peeping for height. The opponent actually, it's Queasy that's on high ground. FNCS champion. And same here, just being patient, waiting till zone's at the back, then going. Wow. Gets up. Good, nice, clean layer again, away from the congestion. He tarps up and moves. He realizes he actually owns this box as well. So that's just good recognition of positioning, that this was already his box. He controls everything here. He's looking, maybe see if he can get a pickup onto Muzz here. And again, he doesn't have to worry about anything. Spider-Man will take him wherever he needs to go. And Muzz just goes off, doesn't fall into the trap, so Okis waits. Nice clear layer, jumps up. Muzz is doing a good job of pressuring him down. Okis decides to go for it. And gets a kill onto Snaz right there as well. But good again, good high ground retake. I think Muzz was probably shambles, because he gave that up pretty quickly. Either that or felt like he had the mats to hold it. And again, so easy thus far for Okis with these high ground retakes. There's clicks ahead. Spraying forth, deciding to build over instead of Spider-Man over. Now he's using that chili chug to get from back to front. And again, he doesn't really care about kills. This is just going to net you tons and tons and tons of placement. He reconnects here. I was wondering when he was going to eventually do that. He's saving his metal for the end, which I find a little bit interesting as well. Anyone that's ahead, he's spraying forward. He can just continue across, connect to those old builds. It's exactly what he does. Again, beaming Acorn. We saw that in the last game. He's just looking for anyone he can beam. Everyone is pretty well protected for the most part. Still got Chili Chug, so he can play heal off as well. Obviously, probably not going to have the mats to stretch this out. We are finally into Night Zone, but it pulls decently back towards where he was. But no one's near him, right? He's just playing this very well cautious. No one has even the ability really to challenge, because he's such at a layer of elevation. And with this being in tilted, there's so much building to connect to. He doesn't even have to worry about really getting taken out. Now, I don't think he got that elimination either. Oh, looks like he did. Or at some point he got a free one from Storm or something. Looking back to make sure no one is playing for him. Decides to drop a little bit. Reconnects. Essentially beaming anybody he sees, and look, he's barely used any of his metal. Now he's using that metal towards the end, right when he's getting close to the final moments of the game. Now it's Muzz, Dubs, and Okis. World Cup qualifier and FNCS champion. Same box, kind of close together. Muzz on the low ground, Dubs in the middle. And it's just going to be pressured. He's going to wait to let these two fight, or at least that's what I'm assuming he's going to do. Good job right here. Now you hear the Muzz using that Med Mist and actually hits a very nice pump. I don't know if Okis was kind of getting focused from Dubs. They really didn't fight a lot. You see the textbook. He tried to do the textbook thing there, and just that time didn't work out. A good play from Muzz capitalizing. Him obviously having that Med Mist sitting in back zone allowed him to basically heal fully heal up and then end up taking out Okis. But again, just a clinic of taking high ground and holding it. I mean, he wasn't in danger that entire time. He didn't do anything crazy. He didn't do anything super special. once he took high ground, he just held it until the very, very, very last, lost in the 1v1, but still a ton of points. And again, not fragging a lot. We only saw 7 kills in the squad review, and that shows you at the highest level, again, placement, placement, placement. Learn how to do it. Very important. Obviously, Spider-Man, a lot of help. But guys, that is going to do it for today's VOD review. I hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.